righty then.
All righty then.
It's been a very interesting day so far.
A very interesting last 24 hours for me, SMG.
I'm quite sure it has been.
Yes. I was out on assignment, Squeeze.
You were boxed in?
I was boxed in on assignment. Squeeze sent me out on assignment, SMG.
Yeah.
And that's why I was unable to attend this morning's soiree here in the studio.
At least you're okay.
There was a party. Yeah,
Interesting party, too.
Yes. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No, there's, but I'm going to tell you something.
New York is a crazy place.
I'm going to tell you something. There was something wrong with that.
Everything.
Everything
is
there
wrong
was
with that.
A lot of inside jokes, folks. A lot.
Everything was wrong with that. Good morning, Candy. Candace Anderson. Is it Candace? Yeah. Candace? I see her. She watches every day, but I don't know what the middle name is. Candace? Candace.
Spell it.
Candacy. Christine Mitchell. I know how to say that.
Candace.
Candace. Candace?
You should call in, Candy, and tell us how to pronounce it.
Yes. The etymology of your name.
Last night,
Yes.
I'm quite sure it wasn't Candace, you know?
Morning.
It was Can't You See?
I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see.
Dude, what did you do to yourself?
I did not want to see. I asked for a full refund, and they refused to give it to me. I said, what I just saw deserves a full refund.
Dude.
Yes.
Right now, I'm not partying with you anymore. That's all I know. I'm not going out with you anymore. That's it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Brad and Squeeze Show.
Yes.
We almost had just the Squeeze Show this morning. I mean, today, period. You know, just please don't switch teams.
No.
All right? Anyway.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
What?
Why would you say something like that?
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Exactly.
But you know what? That just sounded wrong.
Talk about his favorite team in the NBA playoffs.
Of course. Well, I mean, who are you bringing for college basketball?
Who did I bring in?
Yeah.
I was hoping Duke would win, but they got knocked out before the Sweet 16. So
What about
I was
you,
pretty
Brad?
pissed.
I had Duke, North Carolina, and Duke winning, even though that was about 3 weeks ago. But it ended up being North Carolina, Gonzaga, North Carolina winning. And you know who won the basketball pool here at Spar, Bernstein? Rosanna.
Wow.
So I said, Rosanna, I didn't know you were such a college basketball
Whiz,
aficionado.
yeah.
And she said, you think I know anything about college basketball? My husband made the picks. So.
Nice.
Little Nikki, how was your night? And welcome to the show. You're
Hi.
late. I got to do that.
I know, I'm sorry.
See, now everybody picks on me. By the way, what's the most outrageous club you've ever been in New York City?
I don't go clubbing.
Oh.
I wouldn't even call that a club. That's like,
I don't know what you're talking about, by the way. I was just asking a general question.
okay.
All right?
Yeah.
What's the most outrageous thing that you've ever seen in your entire life? What is the most outrageous thing? In a club, out of a club?
Why was that funny?
What is-
I feel like I'm being set up.
You're not being set up. I just want to know, what is the most outrageous thing that you have ever seen? By the way, nobody else thinks we're funny, but the three of us think we're pretty funny.
Everybody must be saying,
What the
here they go again,
Yeah.
doing a show about themselves and
right.
what happens, but they're
Right.
not sharing it with the
Exactly,
followers.
right.
By the way, folks, what you can do right now is call with your immigration questions. We will get to them in seconds. How many? I don't know. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Brad's going to need therapy.
I do. After that night, I need therapy.
1-800-529-5465. Call, ladies and gentlemen, with your immigration questions, and we will get to them immediately. I promise you, all right? As long as you call, we're going to get there, all right? 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. And it is the Brad and Squeeze Show. A lot coming up over the next... I was just saying to
60
Alyssa,
minutes.
who is our guest.
Oh, hello. Who is this guest with pink hair?
Yes, that's...
Who is it? You want to introduce her to me? No?
Yeah, she's wanted to, she's really truly a creative person. They like to be quiet.
She's in our group, too.
Yeah.
Our group chat.
Yeah.
She's in our group chat?
Yes.
What group chat?
The LawLink.
The LawLink.
You're in the group chat with LawLink?
She's been there from the
She
beginning.
provides all the graphics.
But you don't say anything in that group chat.
She's the one who does all the graphics.
Yeah, every time we get them.
You've been in a group chat for over 1 year.
Yep.
And you have yet to type one word into the chat.
Yeah, she
That's
does
not
time.
true?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so we got 6 people, so we can't take any calls. We need 12. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Had such a good laugh this morning, man.
Oh my God.
Nikki?
I wish I could
don't
have been
wanna
there
know.
to see. Well, actually, no.
wanna
But I wish
know.
I could have seen.
You're not in a group, so we can't share this with you.
Aw.
In the group
That's not
chat.
fair.
That is. I know.
I witnessed
Add me to the group chat.
I witnessed something yesterday that was horrifying.
Life-changingly
Horrifying.
horrifying.
Life changing.
Horrifying.
I just
Life-changingly
said I don't want him
horrifying.
switching.
Horrifying. Maybe I shouldn't say the word horrifying. Maybe it's horrifying.
Horrifying. Horrifying.
Horrifying.
1-800-LawLink.
Right.
We need 4 more calls and we're good. 1-800-529-5465. Don't forget to share.
Please do that.
Yeah, very, very, very important that you share. And you're going to share on the Facebook pages, David Squeeze Annakie, Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein, Brad and Squeeze.
Brad and Squeeze show has this page.
Yeah, Brad
Does
and
Brad
Squeeze.
Bernstein have a page?
He does.
He does.
You can. We are still working on it, but it is up. You can follow us at Real Brad Bernstein. If you type in Brad Bernstein,
Ooh, I
he does
like
have a
it. That's
public-
that's my thing.
Real Brad Bernstein.
Right. We were. I didn't know what. I
Is there a
didn't.
fake Brad Bernstein?
Yes.
There are many people trying.
yes.
People really try to imitate.
Yes. There are lots of fakers out there. Okay. Lots of them.
Lots of fakers.
Lots of fakers. But there's only one real.
And you see it right now.
You think what you witnessed last night was real?
Yes.
Or was it
And
like it was like a dream?
It was not a dream. It was a nightmare.
Can I
And- What?
It was a
Are
night
you
terror.
share the story?
I can't share the story with you. I
can't.
think,
It can't.
I
We
think-
can't speak
How
about
old
that.
are you? How old are you, little Nicky?
22.
I cannot. You're too young.
Yeah, way too
You
young.
are way too young.
Meanwhile, David is only 23.
I was exposed way too early, and it's horrifying.
Yeah, yeah.
actually
David was
crazy.
exposed to it how long ago?
When did this happen?
SMG?
Last year?
Last year.
Last
yeah,
year
we
you
went
were
last year.
exposed.
Oh my!
And was it horrifying
guess
to
what?
you?
We walked out halfway through.
I didn't. Someone took us there.
Yeah, and didn't tell us.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do.
No, it
with
was.
this.
It was shy.
You know what? Somebody took me there. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was horrifying.
I think people do it on
It's gonna
purpose.
be on
They
my
bring you
mind
in, they
all
don't tell
day.
you.
I
anything.
think, yeah, I think they did it on
Horrifying.
purpose. It's really
Because
horrifying.
you're
I told Giselle,
Oh,
and she was
Perplexed.
no, she fell off the chair.
It's funny to everybody else until you actually
Until you
see
actually
what
see it,
happens.
it's not
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
You know, when the joke's on you, it ain't funny. Let me tell you.
You're just like,
All right, but everybody else.
I'm quite sure you laughed also when you heard about it because you know what?
no. All he did was come and he just wrote the name on a piece of paper. He goes, "Have you heard of this?" I started dying. I was like, "Yeah."
Really, that's what you did.
That's how I did it.
Wow.
I was like, "Oh no."
All right, let's do immigration. 1-800-5. Everyone's like, what the heck's going on?
We have a lot of calls. Today,
Yeah.
which is good.
1-800-529-5465. Please share. We're going to get into immigration right now. This is the Brad and Squeeze Show. And we got little Nikki SMG here to help us along. 1-800-529-5465. But the best thing you can do if you are watching us on Facebook, if you are watching us on Periscope, if you are watching us on Twitter.
Twitter.
By the way, I sent you an article today from the New York Times about how Facebook just destroys everybody.
But I told you that.
Did you see that?
I didn't see it. What did you send it? You sent it to my.
I sent it to your text message. About basically, it's not about who comes up with the best innovation. It's who basically destroys everybody and copies it. And Facebook copied everything and destroys everybody.
Yep.
So if you're watching us on Facebook, on David Squeeze Annakie, on Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein, please also share with your friends and family. If you're watching us on YouTube at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein, please also remember to like us and to subscribe to us. We have Trisha Rose watching on YouTube, and Charms always there. America always watching. Thank you on YouTube. And we have a whole bunch of people. Vina from London always watching every day. 1-800-529-5465. You have a bunch of people probably who watch all the time, right, Squeeze?
Yes,
See
a
the
lot.
same names, right?
A lot,
Yes. So those are our key constituents, the core group. Okay, they are our ambassadors,
Our committed viewers.
our
Ooh,
committed
the lines
viewers,
are full.
our committed
told
viewers.
you.
Oh,
So-
by the way,
yes.
we have a testimony of a client for you on line 4. They just want to give their story.
All right, let me do that first. Then. Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show.
Brad.
How are you?
I'm okay. Brad, I have an incident today.
What?
I was driving. I drive a TRC vehicle,
Uh-huh,
and they pulled me over.
right,
So he said he was a cop,
uh-huh,
and I should give him my insurance and license.
right.
So I opened my glove compartment, and they said they saw something in there. I should step out of the car. And I said, no, my lawyer said I'm not supposed to get out of the car.
Well,
And
if
I
they
said,
ask you to,
I'm calling my lawyer.
if they ask you to get out of the car, then you should follow, if it is a police officer, you should follow their instructions. What we said,
not-
what we said was that if they say open the glove box, you don't have to do it. Okay, but if they ask you to step
Yeah.
out of the car, then, you need to do it.
There wasn't a cop. I said to them, who are you?
Right, was not a
They said
police
they're-
officer.
It was a TLC.
They're TLC.
Right.
So I said, I'm calling my lawyer right now. So
All
I
right.
called you because
Hold
I
on,
listen
hold
to
on.
you
Let me,
every day.
okay, let me get you to criminal defense right now. Hold on 1 second. All right. That's like a real life thing happening at this very, very
It's
No,
moment.
no, I
yeah,
think
this-
I think it had happened already, from what I'd heard, and then she was just telling the testimony of the story.
Well, let's.
All right, let's see what happened. Hello?
Yes,
Oh,
Brad.
there's more to the story. I didn't realize. Is this happening at this very moment?
Not right now. It just happened.
Okay, so then what happened?
I called your number,
Right.
and Keisha answered the phone. So I said, my lawyer's on the phone. So then I get out the car, and they call the cops to tell the cop that I have a weapon in my car.
What?
So the cop came, and when they told the cop did not get out of the car. The cop drove away. So they are telling me next time I should not call my lawyer. I should wait until I'm arrested.
That's not true. That's
So
not
I
true.
said, why should I
You can-
wait until I'm
nah,
arrested to
nah.
call my lawyer?
No.
No,
We
you can call,
we have situations where people called us from the side of the street. Squeeze even called us
Yeah.
from the side of the street.
I have.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. You have a right to speak
But
to a
I
lawyer.
listen-
You have a right to speak to a lawyer.
I
But
listen to you,
if
so
a police
she was on the
officer
phone with
but
me.
if a police officer says, "Ma'am, step out of the car," you step out of the car. Okay?
Okay.
There's a difference than saying, "Ma'am, do you mind if I open your trunk?"
That's
You say
different.
that's different. No, you're not allowed to open my trunk.
Exactly.
Okay, but if they ask you to step out of the car and it's a command, you must step out of the car. Then you do it.
Okay.
All right, because otherwise you know in this day and age you don't want to have a situation where the police officer
And they say you're resisting arrest.
rightfully or wrongly believes that you're not following instructions, and then that's when crazy stuff happens. All
Okay.
right.
And
But
I could call you when the police officer tell me that, right?
yes, absolutely,
Definitely.
100%.
Okay.
All right, you can even put us on the phone with the police officer.
Okay, Brad.
All right,
Yeah, I think they got scared when they know you were on the phone.
really?
Yes, and he said, next time, don't do that.
All right,
I'm going to send you a ticket in the mail.
all right.
And they took my PBA card. I gave it to them because I thought he was a cop.
All right. It all worked out. Nothing bad happened, so I'm glad it all worked out. But always obey their commands. That's the one thing. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for
Okay,
calling.
brother.
Okay. All right. 1-800. That was a weird.
Yeah, I think what she was trying to say was that the TLC officer got scared when she heard that she had her attorneys on the phone. And she had heard from listening to our show
Right.
that she can call you guys if needed.
Right.
So I think that's what she was trying to say.
And people do it all the time. That's why we think everybody should have our number saved. Mm-hmm. Never know.
And the number is 1-800-529-5465.
Very powerful number. Very powerful number. Squeeze.
1-800-529-5465. Once again, welcome to the Brad and Squeeze Show. It's a weird way to start a show, but
This whole whole
day.
thing.
It's
It's
whole
like
day
what
is
is
weird.
it? The whole day is strange.
very strange.
Very, very strange.
Very. But anyway, lo and behold, we have got to carry on.
Carry on.
No matter how scarred you are.
You must
got to-
stand on the box.
Yep.
And yell as loud as you can.
I'm not standing on any box.
No, do not stand on the box.
I get paint on you. All right.
It's flying right over my head.
Fly, yeah. You're, little Nicky.
Just
Little
make sure
Nicky.
you wave. You
Little
got to stand
Nicky,
on the box and
you're-
wave the sign
you're-
to carry on.
Yeah. You're 22?
Yes.
You're way too young. All right, well, way too young.
Let's get to some
All
calls.
right,
Let's knock off some
Let's
calls.
go to Samantha.
Hello.
Hi,
how are you?
Samantha.
Hi, I'm good. So I have a question. I'm currently in the U.S. and my papers are they're pending for me to get my residency. My mom is filing for me through her marriage. And my question is, can I travel to other states in the U.S. by plane without being...
Well, you can go through TSA as long as you have a valid passport, but you're always taking some sort of
I
small
have
risk.
my ID
Which ID?
My state ID.
Your state ID, yeah. Then get on a plane with the state ID as long as it's valid.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Once again, folks, this is what we do here on the Brad and Squeeze Show and more. Once again, make sure you tune in each and every single weekday at 9 a.m. and 12 noon. Right now, we're taking your calls at 1-800-529-5465. Don't forget to ask your questions on social media. The Facebook page names, David Squeeze Annakie, or, of course, Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. Ask your questions there. And don't forget to share with every single person that's out there. And once again, folks, make sure you check out the Brad and Squeeze Facebook page. That's going to be the point.
Official.
The official page.
The official.
So we want for you to go there and like it and follow it.
The official page.
We'll start adding stuff.
Right.
We got
We'll be the
Alice
Brad-
here.
we'll be-
Alice is going to create a nice cover for Brad and
Will be the
Squeeze.
Brad and Squeeze Show. And
By the
then
way,
from
I'm going to
then-
dress however I feel like. I'm
and
just
then
letting you know that.
You can do whatever you want,
Thank you.
but if you are dressed
Hold on.
inappropriately,
Because if you're dressed square,
if you are,
not gonna work.
You guys gotta come in dapper.
If
no,
you-
he's
if-
going to dress square like a box.
I am not.
You gotta let this go.
All right, you
You
gotta
gotta,
let it go.
you gotta
Let
stop.
it go.
We,
You have to let it go now. You have to let it go. Gotta let it go.
But anyway,
God.
Brad and Squeeze is a Facebook page.
Do you like Michael Jackson impersonators? Yeah, because I know of a very good one. 1-800-529-5465.
Let's go to another
Ray.
call. Hello?
Ray.
Ray?
Ray.
Ray?
Ray.
All right. Ray's got to deal with his Ray.
I think we should just stay with Ray until he comes back on the phone.
No, I
Ray.
don't think we should.
Ray, you there?
Ray,
Ray.
hello.
All right, next call. 1-800-LawLink of 1-800-529-5465. Hello?
I'm still with Ray. Okay, now Marcia.
Marcia.
Good afternoon.
Marcia.
Wait, it's a great show.
What is going on today?
Marcia?
Hello?
Marcia. All right, let's go to someone else.
Let's go to somebody. Dalton.
Dalton, what up? Dalton?
Third time's the charm.
Terry.
Right, you sure you didn't push a button over
I
there?
didn't push any button.
Terry?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Good afternoon.
Terry,
I'm okay.
Oh, good.
how are you?
So it's not Brad.
It's not Brad.
I am
It was
okay.
3 people in a row not paying attention.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Sure.
I am married. I submitted my paperwork, did everything, and I'm waiting on the interview. But I was working, and I am just worried that working while waiting on the paperwork is going to be a problem.
You're married to a U.S. citizen.
Yes, he was born here.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you're married to a U.S. citizen, you file your adjustment of status. Any illegal employment that you did over the lifetime of your life is forgiven. So if you worked illegally in America, as long as you didn't make a misrepresentation, you didn't come here on a visitor's visa for purposes of working, as an example, but you came here to visit and then changed your mind and got a job and you worked out of status, that is all forgiven when you marry a U.S. citizen. So, whenever anybody says, should I, say that I work, the answer is yes, as long as there was no misrepresentation issues. Now,
Yes.
what happens is this, though, if you worked, whether you work legally or not legally, you got to pay taxes. So if you
That's the thing.
so you got to file
I'm
a
not-
tax return. So we have a young lady here by the name of Carmela, who's a tax attorney,
Excellent.
and she works with us, and she
Tax
can do
work.
your taxes. And if you owe a lot of money, then we could always try to do a offer and compromise and try to wipe it away.
Yeah, I just wanna. Okay, where I work, there's a problem there. Like someone got injured, so I'm just worried that because I've been working there, and maybe there's going to be a court case, them suing the owner.
But that has nothing to do with you. But that has nothing to do with you getting a green card.
Oh, because I'm just worried.
No,
so
no,
I
you
should
just
try to
yeah.
start
I think
paying
I think
tax?
yeah. I think you should just if you declare what you earn, pay the taxes on it, be honest, and you're not going to have any
Yeah.
problem, and you won't have any problem whatsoever. And I think what happens is sometimes people they hear court case and immigration,
Yes.
and it just gets their anxiety up and says, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, is this interrelated?" One has nothing to do with the other.
Because, yeah.
So I shouldn't have no problem if I was supposed to go to court and like
No.
they would run my name and to
No.
see that she's not supposed to be working either.
No.
No. Thank you.
No.
But I still would want to speak to the lady
Okay, so
with the
hold on.
taxes.
Okay,
I would like to do
Very
it.
important.
Yes, hold on
Very
one second.
important.
Hold
I
on,
was just
hold on.
about to say that.
Yes.
All right. I think it's always good to have an attorney.
Right.
All right. Once again, folks, 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. I think we should step outside of the box right now. Go to social media.
Come on, stop.
I need more clues. There's a box
Stop.
involved. I
You're
know.
never gonna know.
You will never. You're
You'll
too,
never know.
You are too young.
Stop saying that.
All right, let me give you all the clues you need to know.
Don't.
No,
No.
no.
I will just give you the clues that you need to know. Okay, there's a box. There's a Michael Jackson impersonator.
A lot of paint.
A paint and a midgets.
That's too much clues.
That's it.
I'm writing that down.
Yes. All right, you figure it out from there. All right, 1-800-529. That's all I can tell you. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Peter.
Peter.
Hi, good afternoon, Brad.
How are you?
Please, how you doing?
I'm wonderful.
I've got a question, Brad. I filed for my citizenship in November. How soon should I be hearing from them?
It takes about 7 months. So if you did November, probably by sometime next month in May, you should be hearing from them. May or June. You did your biometrics already, right, Peter?
Yes, I did all of those.
Yeah. So May or June, you should hear from them.
Should be good. Around then.
Around then.
Okay.
All right.
All right?
Okay.
If you need help, though, you can have Brad check that out for you
Yes.
thoroughly, right?
Oh, definitely, I know that.
All right.
All right, not a problem. Thank you so much for calling, man.
All
Spread the
right.
word.
Thanks.
All right. Once again, folks, do remember to share, please, on social media. Share. There's a reason why Zuckerberg is king.
Did
I
you
just
see
read
the
it.
article?
Yeah, I just read it.
You just read it while I was. It was pretty amazing because they basically said they neutralized Snapchat
Yes.
in one full swoop.
Yep.
That's why you can't make fun of him.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. You can't.
Like he's really
there's-
listening to me.
There's two people you can never make fun of. Now it's three actually. Okay. O'Shaughnessy, never make fun of him.
Never, ever.
Never ever make fun of him.
All right.
Zuckerberg
Right.
and Bernstein. That's the three.
Oh, man.
The real Bernstein.
The real. I love that because yesterday SMG.
The real birds.
Yeah, maybe the SMG says to me, SMG, you need a Facebook. SMG.
I do.
Yes, little Nikki needs a Facebook. Little Nikki.
I think everyone should.
Okay.
No, a little Nikki
Facebook.
Facebook page.
I'm down for anything.
Yeah.
By the way, Alice,
SMG
sorry you
will
have
do
to deal with all of this.
Right.
All right.
Are you taking this all down? Little Nikki Facebook page, SMG Facebook page.
Everything. She got
The
everything.
real
She
deal.
got everything.
The
She
real
got everything.
Bernstein.
She
The
got
real
everything.
Brad Bernstein.
She got everything.
Because there are fake ones.
Yes, they are.
Do you want to be the real Brad Bernstein or just real Brad Bernstein?
Real. I'm just real.
Okay.
Not the
If you
real.
add the, it makes it more official sounding.
I like at real Brad Bernstein, like the at
Just real.
sign,
Yeah.
real Brad Bernstein.
Yeah. Real Brad Bernstein.
All right, that's
Real
what it said
Brad
as right now.
Bernstein.
Yeah. At real Brad Bernstein, you like real Brad Bernstein. And who's coming
I
to
just
arrest
like
us,
real
by
Brad
the way?
Bernstein.
Do you hear this?
Yeah.
Who's coming to arrest
This
us?
wonderful studio that they call my mom's basement.
Yes. Is mom in trouble?
Definitely not.
Maybe mom called the cops on us.
Yes.
Victor.
What are you doing in the basement?
Yeah, what are you doing in mom's basement all the time, Squeeze?
Hey.
Victor.
What did you do in your mom's basement?
Yes, sir.
Jumped on boxes.
Yes, Victor, what's up?
Only I shall know that.
Hello.
Victor.
Yes, how you doing?
Fine, thank you, Brad.
What's up?
I'm calling from New Jersey, right?
Okay.
I've got a question for you.
What?
Let me tell you my situation first. I was married and I have a 10-year green card, okay?
Mhm.
I was in Jamaica for 5.5 years, and I came back up on my green card. And I came back up last year, September 24th. What happened is, how soon can I file for my citizenship?
How long were you out of the country before you came back?
5 years and 6 months, if you believe it.
You were out, and they let you back in. Well, congratulations. 'Cause
Yeah,
you should
for
not have been.
real.
You should not have been allowed back in, but you got in, and now you're a lawful resident again because they inspected you and let you back in. But you still have
Yeah.
to be able to prove that you were physically present in the United States for 30 out of 60 months and no trip more than 6 months. So you can't file for at least 5 years until you came back.
Listen, I filed the tax already for this year. I'm not going back to Jamaica only for a week. That's next year.
It's still going to be 5 years from the time you re-entered.
5 years before I can file for citizenship?
Correct.
Oh my. Is there any way if you have a green card you can get married and file for someone?
Yes, it takes about 2 years. You should do that because you're not going to become a citizen anytime soon.
Make sure it's a bona fide relationship.
Yes, it is a bonus. Yes, please.
Hold on 1 second. We can help you.
We're going to help you with
All
that.
right. I'm just reading some of the things on Periscope. Somebody's saying it sounds like the roof's on fire. Yes. And RJ has some educational questions for you, SMJ.
Yeah, I just gave him my email.
Did you say, would you like fries with that?
Yes, RJ, and then somebody wants to know about, and this is really probably more up Little Nikki's domain.
Is it
She knows
the
this.
Bitcoin one?
Yeah, I'm interested in the legality of Bitcoins to move money around.
Yes, I like that topic.
I think Little Nikki knows a lot about that.
I love Bitcoins.
You should invest in them from now.
They're worth more than
blowing up.
gold.
Yeah,
What
they
do you
are.
think, Little Nikki?
Nobody's listening to me. I have.
Does
nobody
Little
nobody
Nikki know what a
listens to me.
Bitcoin is?
No.
You do
It's
not.
a little bits of
No.
coins.
You should watch the movie Dope.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know about Bitcoins.
Yeah.
It's like e-money.
Yeah.
It's also only operating in the
I don't know about that. I'm not
There,
gonna.
there are no true regulations of Bitcoins.
because it's
But you-
operating in the
No.
underground right now. It's on the dark web.
Underground, yeah.
Not really
I know.
underground.
You can't
It's
Google.
legitimate.
You can't go to Google and say, "Hey, where do I buy Bitcoins?"
You have to go to
Yeah.
the dark web.
You
The
have to go
dark
to
web.
the dark web.
You have to go to the box.
Oh
Stop
my
saying
god.
that. Because then I forget a bunch of flashbacks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My beloved
Is
daughter
it
is
really
calling
that
me.
bad?
It was
Sweetheart,
bad.
sweetheart, I'm on the air. I'll
Yes,
call you back.
yes.
All right.
Is that
This is Sage.
Sage?
Hi, Sage.
Oh, hi, Sage.
Sage Marketing.
That's a nice
There you
name.
go.
Sage Marketing.
There
How are
you go.
you, Sage?
She's such a doll.
Hi. This is Sage from Sage Marketing.
Yeah.
Yes, the company
Meanwhile,
was.
she's in Jamaica and I'm here.
Yes, the company was named after me.
She went down for
Yes, I'm
vacation.
I'm as cute in person as I am on the
Look,
phone.
I think it's time for us to start thinking outside of the box with the show. Really. You know?
All right.
What kind of a friend calls you up in the middle of the night, ask you about a wonderful place, and then,
Doesn't.
I'm just realizing when
call
we
me
got
about
that,
other places.
when we got that text in the middle of the night, I'm going to be on assignment.
Yeah.
It's
All
all
right,
clicking.
Judith.
Hi.
Hi.
Good
Hi, Judith.
afternoon.
How are you?
Not bad. I have a question.
Sure.
If you have a J1 visa, you came up here on a work thing, and you did not go back, is it possible for you to get your stay if you overstayed?
Yeah, on a J1, yes.
How do you go about that,
You
please?
can get sponsored by family, sponsored in a job. That would be the first places I'd be looking.
Adults like 24 can be sponsored by a family still?
Well, it depends what family member it is. But what I think your question really is how do I get a green card? And
Yes.
and
Mhm.
that would really require a consultation. So hold on 1 second. We can't figure it all out for her on a radio. By the way, Squeeze, Evangelist Forrest not happy with you right now.
Why?
She says, Squeeze, I would love a reply to my post. Each time I ask a question, you jump over my question. And I believe,
Yikes.
and I believe she, and I believe.
What are you doing?
Why you do that,
And I
Squeeze?
What's wrong with
believe,
you?
and I
It's not
believe
nice.
she is starting to think that you're doing it on
All
purpose.
right. What?
What are
Yes.
you doing?
I would
you
never
Why
do
would
that
you
to a
do that?
lady. I would never do that to a lady. Okay, so I'm going to go look for her question
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, what she says is, she likes Tamika.
The way it's spelled.
Yeah, she likes the way it's spelled.
Okay, I'm looking
And
for
then
Evangelist here.
and then she's thinking of
I
I
don't
naming
think
understand
she's
the
daughter.
question.
well. She's
But-
come to our
hold on,
page
hold on,
now.
stop. She hasn't asked that question on my page.
But she's
'Cause she said
asking-
she's tired of
she's
it. She came to our
She
page.
what happened was this: you gave her such bad customer service on your page because you skipped over her that she came to our page
Where she gets
quality care. Because I'm talking about her.
It's good to have you,
And any
Evangelist.
question that Evangelist wants to ask right now, I'll be more than happy to answer.
You know, you missed your calling in life.
What?
You should, if there was somebody who needed to give somebody some serious verbal punishment, Brad would be the man.
Really?
Yeah. You do very well.
I was told that last night, by the way.
Dude, one thing I know,
I was told.
if I wanted to punish you, I would lock you in a box.
Yeah. I was
Throw in a
told.
key.
I was told that last night. I was told that my questions are a bit biting sometimes.
Your words.
Words are a bit biting. Yes.
And by the way, it's not midgets, it's little people.
Little people.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's the
Gotta be PC.
politically
Right,
correct.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Or height. What's the other one? It's
Vertically.
vertically challenged.
Vertical
Is
Vertically
is that
challenged.
PC?
No, I don't like
No,
that
it's
one.
not.
Well,
It's not.
yeah.
Right.
Little people's all right.
No, little people's bad.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought that's what they want. That's
Is that what
they're called.
little people?
Yes,
Yeah, little
That is what
people.
they're called.
That's the
Little
term
people?
that
Yeah.
should be used.
Little people.
Yeah.
I think that's insulting. Maybe not.
There's a show called Little Women, so
Women.
I
I've seen
guess
that.
little.
And
Isn't
they
there a
sit
show
there-
called
yeah,
Little
that's-
People,
that's-
Big World?
That's a great show. Yeah.
Can we get to
Another
evangelist
one.
Yeah,
questions?
and they sit there.
Can we
it's
get
like-
to
it's
evangelist
like-
question? Okay.
Oh,
so
now
can
you
I
want
give
to get to it.
much
By the
better
way,
customer service?
by the way, Evangelist,
Yeah.
she didn't ask any questions.
I told you. I
What's
told
she
you.
talking about, Evangelist?
I told you.
She
Let's
Evangelist.
get back to-
let's go back to
question.
immigration. We have tons of questions in here. We have tons of
By the way,
calls.
Evangelist, I just want you to know we took the show to a complete halt.
Just for you.
Just for you, waiting for your question.
I don't know if is she here?
I don't know.
All right,
Kevin,
let's take another one.
we tried. Kevin,
Yeah, how you doing?
what's up?
Hey, what's up, Kev? Sorry about the wait.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm married to a U.S. citizen, and I got a 2-year green card, which is it's expired, and I did my biometric. I got a 1-year extension. It's expired. Then they give me an extension in my passport. But the thing is, I had a federal job, and they're trying to terminate me, which my union keeps stalling it. I'm wondering what can I do. I've been proactively trying to get an interview from immigration, but they're saying I gotta wait. Is the process normal, and what can I do?
So you have a 2-year card and you haven't gotten your full permanent resident card, is that it?
No,
Right.
that's it.
That's it, okay. So you are a lawful resident of the United States. And if they were to terminate you, it would be an unlawful termination. You would have a lawsuit. Because it would be unlawfully terminating you for an immigration status violation when you have no immigration status violation. When you file the I-751, you're a lawful resident, you're authorized to work up until the point they interview you and they either approve you and then you have a green card for life, or they deny you and now you have a problem. Now they can certainly fire you. If it's been over 14, 15 months since you filed for your interview and you still haven't heard, you need to get a lawyer involved and we need to figure out what's going on here.
So you're saying if they terminate me, it's wrongfully?
Correct, based on what you told me. If you have a pending I-751 and they terminate you and say you are not a lawful resident, and by the way, you can get a stamp in your passport. It's very simple to do.
I did that already.
Right, and if they terminate you, I assure you, 150% you have a lawsuit against them.
That's what my union is saying.
For unlawful termination.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Hold on.
Hold on 1 second.
What's so funny? What was so funny? Kevin had a serious
I was
issue.
I was struggling with the headphones and it snapped in my face.
I thought, because I'm like, Kevin has a serious issue here.
No, I
There's
would never
nothing
be
funny.
laughing at that.
Nothing funny about Kevin.
Nothing is funny about that at all.
All right. Once again, folks, we're taking calls here. I want to welcome Alyssa Williams to New York City. Okay. She is one of our creative directors / everything. She does everything. Let's go to another call.
Welcome, Ray.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fabulous.
I'm sorry.
Fabulous. What's
Sorry,
up?
I got disconnected.
Okay.
All right, listen, I have a question for you guys.
Right.
Basically, I was married to an immigrant. I'm a U.S. citizen, born here. Basically, the marriage didn't pretty much work out, and right now she gave me back the green card and stuff like that. I'm wondering what to do. I'm not sure. I guess she's probably going back to her country. I'm wondering if I should just turn in the green card or report it back to immigration. So that's pretty much my question.
If she's going back to her country, it's not your responsibility to report it to the immigration service. It's her. It's her green card, not yours. All right, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but I mean, pretty much it looks like she doesn't want it anymore.
Well, then she goes home. That's it.
So what to do with the green card? 'Cause I have it with me.
Cut it in half.
I didn't hear you. What's that?
Cut it in half.
Destroy it.
Destroy it. You don't need it. Hello?
He's here.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I understood correctly, he was married to a woman, and she wants to go back to her home country. She doesn't want to stay here, and he has the green card. He doesn't. She goes home, and that's it. She's no longer a lawful resident.
Okay. 1-800-529-5465. Once again, folks, make sure that you share us on social media. Brad and I, we had a major meeting yesterday, and we realized that we are fighting the algorithms.
We are fighting them.
The only way we can win on the network.
That is right, and not fake win.
Yeah, is to ask you to participate and help us to share to people out there who need information, need some entertainment, need some energy.
You're doing two things.
Yes.
One, you're giving your friends and family, hey, go watch these guys. It's kind of cool. Give them a little entertainment and information, and you're also helping us because now we got more people watching us because Mr. Zuckerberg says, oh, a lot of people are sharing. That means these people are interested in this program, and that means I'm going to put it on more people's timelines.
Mm-hmm. That's not what he's doing.
Okay, why don't you explain?
You think that's what he's doing?
I don't think personally, no.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I think right now
he's making you think what he wants you to think.
Right, but it's
that's
not.
redundant. But
it's not.
It's not. It's obvious. We tested it.
It's not true.
No.
So then what's the purpose of sharing?
The purpose of sharing is to actually get you, the listeners out there, is to actually share with people who you know genuinely need
help. And it has nothing to do with Mr. Zuckerberg.
No.
You should build a web of connectivity.
Because he can't stop. Well, I guess he can, but
he can stop.
He can stop any damn thing.
He can't stop the funk.
Yeah. He can stop the funk.
He can.
He can.
That is a powerful man.
Yes. He can.
Yep. Very.
Michael.
Hello. Good afternoon, Brad. Good afternoon, Squeeze.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling from New Jersey, man.
New Jersey in the building.
In the house.
Yes, I want to ask a question for my wife.
Yes.
My wife filed for her sister and brothers on 2010 priority date. She just wants to know how far they reached now.
They got a while to go. They are in May 8th, 2004. They got about 5.5 years to go.
Okay, yeah, just 2004 now. Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome. All right.
Have a nice day.
How is it down in Jersey?
Yeah, it's a bit chilly today, man. But yeah,
you should come to New York City. It's 101 over here in New York City.
I was over there last weekend, so tell Squeeze I hope to see him in Jamaica in June, okay?
Are you gonna go to Fiction Fantasy in Kingston?
Big anniversary coming up. You can ask Alice about that. Jill of all trades.
Okay.
Wait. Can I put Michael on hold and you can get him a VIP pass to
absolutely.
Fiction Fantasy? You want a VIP pass, Michael?
VIP pass.
Okay.
Hold on. Only because I like Michael. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's the first VIP pass I ever gave away to Fiction Fantasy.
Don't worry. Hold on, Michael.
Right, so,
I got Brad's American Express. It's going to buy you bottles for that VIP.
Get Michael's number. Hopefully Fiona's listening. Tell Fiona to get Michael's number and make sure he gets a VIP pass.
Better than that, Brad.
What?
Every single one of your listeners, if they can identify that they are a Spar Bernstein client, will always get in Fiction free. Alisa is...
What about bottle service?
Yeah, they can get bottle service, all right.
But they have to pay for that one.
I like the way you worded that.
Yeah, they can get bottle service, all right. Sure.
I just wanted to see how far you were going.
Can get bottle service.
I just wanted to see how far you were going.
This woman here wants to know if you're going, Brad.
Yes.
Are you?
Good.
Yes.
Good.
I'm going
yes.
Finally.
I am on my way.
Okay.
Because nothing.
Nothing can top what you've been through.
So I'm like, yeah.
Never know. We may have another Kardashian down there.
Maybe. But you want to know what?
No one from the box.
Right. You know who's going to be in the house? Brad and Squeeze broadcasting.
There you go.
Fiction Fantasy.
Let's just stop the
And
nightclub. All 2,000 people
With
with
best friends, Don Julio.
Because we can broadcast from Fiction Fantasy at midnight.
Of course. Absolutely.
There's something called Facebook and Twitter and Periscope, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to do that.
Definitely.
Broadcasting live. Up. Where's Brad? Brad's back on the dance floor. Up. Brad's at the bar.
Yep.
Where's Brad now?
Ordering
Don Julio.
Don Julio.
Let's go to another call.
right,
Once again, folks, the Brad and Squeeze Show brought to you by the law offices of Spar Bernstein and the Link Up Media Group of Companies. Hello.
Omar.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up, Omar?
Oh, nothing much more on the sky than heavy, my boss. But
I hear that.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
You know what? I want to ask a question, right?
What?
All right. If you have an immigration hold, what is the situation?
If you have an immigration hold, that means that
Yes, sir.
You need a serious
that
lawyer.
means you need a lawyer, and they don't want to release you because they think either you're imminently deportable, or you're not going to show back up to court. Now, immigration holds are people who have aggravated felonies after May 1998, but most people, are eligible for bond. Most people.
Oh, man.
But not everybody.
So that means I'm the bad lucky one, right?
I'm sorry?
He says he's a bad lucky.
I'm the bad
Why?
lucky one, right?
Where are you now?
Me, Georgia.
Are you in jail right now?
No, sir. What kind of jail thing? No.
I said so. I don't understand. How can he listen to my thing? I don't know.
Oh, my
But
God.
because you no because
He sounds skipping the beat.
yeah no because
You don't want to be in a box, man.
because he said to me I don't know, maybe he was like family was visiting and handed him the phone. I have no
don't want to
idea.
be in any box.
Right, because he said I'm the bad luck kid. So I'm like, what's going on with you?
All right. Okay, guess what now? You're a lawyer, right? But him say I have to wait. So now that take too long. So I was listening to the radio myself, Brad and Quiz. Mama Quiz, a girl, me really can't sit up on live here still. But yes, if you understand what I'm trying to say, boss.
All right, hold on. You need help. Hold on.
You can't say Brad and Squeeze, the girl them Cool Breeze.
Yeah, but he said he called
Peas and peas.
he's calling her peas.
Oh, man.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right, he needs help. Obviously, in more ways than one. But he's a funny guy.
What kind of jail thing you talk about, bud?
Yeah, but
Anyway.
he called you Queeze.
Well,
He didn't call you Squeeze. He called you Queeze.
I think you meant Squeeze.
Queasy.
All right, let's go to another call. Once again,
'Kay.
folks, Brad and Squeeze here. Remember
'Kay.
to tune at 12 noon also. Tune in at 12 noon also.
'Kay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon, Brad and Squeeze.
How are you?
Oh, that's not ring. I
Oh,
like that.
Brad and
That's
Squeeze.
ring.
Yeah.
Good
Let
afternoon.
me tell you guys, you are a tower of strength.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I have 3 quick questions here for you. Firstly, I'm calling from the South Carolina.
Mhm.
And my mother went down to Jamaica for 16 days on the 30th March for a funeral service. And I came back on Sunday.
Right.
Now I have a situation here. My husband is in the hospital and most likely have to go back. So could you tell me the parameters around there? Because I maybe have to go for a period of time. He have suffered a broken hip.
How long do you plan on staying out, do you think?
Oh, well, I don't know how long the care would be for him. So most likely it's a period of time. But by the way, I am a permanent resident.
Right. If you're gonna stay out for 90 days, it's fine. Even 120 days, it's fine. Once you start reaching more than 120 days, and you want to stay there for a year, for example, then you're going to need to get a re-entry permit. You file for it before you leave.
Okay.
All right.
Because I think I should be leaving next week somewhere.
How long do you think you're going to be out of the country?
Maybe for maybe more than 90 days, I think.
Okay,
But you know that hip problem takes some time to heal, and for rehabilitation, so I have to be there as a wife to support him.
Yeah, so I mean, I would file a re-entry permit, but now when you have to file it before you leave the United States, and then you will be required to come back in a few months to take a fingerprint. So you'll have to come back one time just to fingerprint, but then you'll be able to stay out for up to 3 years. Now file it anyway, and then if you decide, you know what, he's healed in 90 days, I'm just coming back to America now, then just ignore the fingerprint and nothing gained, nothing lost, or whatever.
But so in the meantime, though, if I'm down there, I can still come back, make a visit back, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
Secondly, too, he has an appointment for my daughter. Our daughter is filing for him, and he has an appointment at the embassy on the 1st of next month. Last week when I was down there, I went and do the medical for him and so on. But now that he's in the hospital, then what happens?
You would have to write the embassy and ask to have the appointment rescheduled. They'll reschedule it for you in 90 days. Hopefully, he's feeling better then.
Okay.
All right.
And finally, we adopted a grandson that we raised, And I started the adoption.
Wait, stop right there. Did you finish the adoption?
Yes, the adoption is completed.
Where's the mother and father?
The mother and father is in the UK, and so the adoption is completed.
Did they consent to the adoption?
Yes, we got the court papers, everything.
Did you live with the child for 2 years?
Yes, he was living with me he's 16 now, March gone. But he was living with, his mother left in 2002.
Okay.
And we were the one who raised him.
All right, fine. All right, so you got lucky because you were able to prove that you lived in the same household with the child for 2 years. You're going to file an I-130 visa petition for him as a permanent resident. It'll take about 2 years for him to come up to the United States.
But my concern is now that I have to go for a period of time.
You still, as long as you have the reentry permit, you didn't give up your green card.
Oh.
So you're fine. Oh, I don't know what happened. Why did?
I'm not sure, but we have 5 minutes to get to social media questions.
I know, because
And page 21.
Okay. All right. So why don't we?
Why did the show move so fast?
I don't know.
We were just we were doing it outside the box. That's what happens.
Outside the box.
You got to stick to the
All right,
schedule.
all right. So do you want to stay on a few minutes later and do page 21 now, and then do social media after? Or you want to just do social media now? Forget social media, do page 21. It's up to you.
Forget about page 21. Let's just go to social media.
Social media. Okay, fine.
Okay, so we're going to jump in. My boyfriend has been approved for adjustment of status through his dad. He is a resident alien, but boyfriend didn't know what was the next step. That was back in 2013. Now he is in federal jail with drug charges. Will he be sent to immigration to be deported?
Yes.
Yes, he will. You should give us a call.
Yeah, 1-800-529-5465.
Okay.
Definitely should call 1-800-LawLink.
And Brad will do everything he can.
His due diligence.
Yes, he will. Next question. Good afternoon to all. Is there an expiration date on the work permit? My brother said someone at immigration called him and told him if it is not renewed, he will become illegal.
There is an expiration on the work permit. He would not become, well, it depends why he has a work permit. So, yes, there is an expiration now.
Okay. Squeeze, you have any?
I'll let you go.
Okay, no
I
problem.
don't want evangelists all over me. You know?
She actually posted her question. I have it right here.
Okay, so read her question. Stop skipping over it.
She asked, is it okay for her to buy a 1-month ticket to America, or should she only buy a 2-week ticket and then extend it? She heard that it would be a problem if she buys a 1-month ticket.
She has to show she's returning home. So as long as she has evidence that she's returning home, whether it's 2 weeks or a month, that's perfectly fine, either one.
And isn't like getting a hotel?
I think getting a hotel is more likely to show that you're going to return home.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and let's just go to me here, because someone just said, me too, Squeeze, you jumped over mine. Guys. All right, bless good afternoon to the workers of the LawLink. If your boss would like to sponsor for a worker and he died, what would become of the filing?
That's the end of it.
Okay. Okay.
The boss has to outlive the sponsorship.
Okay. A friend was in deportation proceedings for being out of status. Now they're about to file for citizenship. Will they have a problem? And they got green card through marriage. Husband had since died.
Say it again?
A friend was in deportation proceedings for being out of status. Now they're about to file for citizenship. Will they have a problem?
As long as he's out of deportation, got his green card, no. But unless he was, what was he in deportation for? Criminal case, then it's possible he's an aggravated felon or he's not eligible. I don't know. So, we got to find out more.
All right.
But the fact that you were in deportation, now out of it, is not a bar.
How long does a British citizen how long is a British citizen allowed in the U.S. to visit their family? No criminal record, full-time student.
90 days.
All right. My priority date was November 2016, and I did my biometrics in January. They sent back for my husband's W-2 in February. When I checked online in March, they said my case is ready to be submitted for an interview, but I didn't get the work permit yet. Is it because they sent the W-2 in February?
Yes. So you're going to wait 90 days from February.
Okay. So you have a couple more months to wait.
Right.
Go ahead. Shoot.
Okay.
By the way, much respect to the Red Stripe Beer Company. They're on lock, listening to us again.
They love us down there.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can get a tour visit. That's cool.
I'm quite sure that's possible.
That would be awesome.
Can you speak to them about that?
I will.
Right.
You need to come to Jamaica, Brad.
Right. Maybe Red Stripe should sponsor
the Brad and Squeeze Show.
The Brad and Squeeze Show.
You never know.
Or if they don't want, sponsor Fiction Fantasy.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yes. They've done stuff with us before.
Yeah.
A lot of our viewers want to see if you can dance too as well, Brad.
Me?
Yeah.
I can dance.
Oh, you can?
Can.
Can. C-A-N.
C-A-N.
Do me a favor. Post a video when we're done.
Yeah.
On your Facebook page so we can share it to everybody.
Which video?
When you're
You
dancing.
Of me dancing? I don't have a video of me dancing.
We'll get one.
All right. We will. When there is a video of me dancing, I'll be more than happy to post it.
Oh, man. Probably dance like you're in a box.
No, I
Cordella said she's going to teach you and back it up on you.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We're like, box it up.
Cock up your bump.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
All right, let's go. Next.
Zachary Fox on Periscope wants to know if you've heard anything new regarding Trump and his executive orders.
Yeah, he passed an executive order that says that they're going to look into H-1B visas, which basically didn't change anything. So he's just signing executive orders for the sake of signing executive orders, but there's absolutely no change in the H-1B program.
That's your president.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said that they're outside.
The Orange Man, hashtag Lucifer.
Yeah, I decided to not say all that.
Right. What is that Orange Man,
Let's make this
hashtag
legal, man.
Lucifer up
Let's
to?
make this legal. The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465. Thank you all so much for joining us right here, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, this has been the Brad and Squeeze Show, brought to you by the law offices of Spar and Bernstein and the Link Up Media Group of Companies. Yes, we are a full-service law firm. That's the law offices of Spar and Bernstein. And the Link Up Media Group of Companies is a full-service, multifaceted company, whatever that means. All right? And remember to call 1-800-LawLink, 1-800-529-5465 to, of course, reach out to an attorney. And do remember to check in with us at around 12 noon today, Eastern Standard Time. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, it is extremely important for every one of you. This is extremely important for success. Always think outside of the box. Never, ever get boxed in. Thank you so much for joining this edition of the show.